Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium, here in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Toronto Huskies and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for our visitors from north of the border, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Patriots now on offense. The man under center leading them now 40 years of age in his 18th year out of Michigan, the great Tom Brady.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Now White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights through and now a crease. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They keep it on the ground. White again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Here's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Bruce Irvin, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. He dumps it down to Ingram, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. 2 seconds to go, first quarter. They go play action here on first down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. Carry for White. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. Yeah. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Play fake here on first down. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
To connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's second down. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run with White. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. On play action, they'll throw. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Buying time to his left. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall near the 48-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
I'm talking about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Now Tre'Davious White on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go!
He'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. They've got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 12 more yards there and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Being chased out left. They find some open. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to float this one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 1st and 10. The pass is completed. It's a tight coverage, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 32-yard line. They go on to kick a field goal to end the drive. Huskies with the football late in the half. Under duress, and the pass is picked off. Gilmore is going to turn it around for a TD. The lead grows to 4. Still late in the first half. The catch will be made deep down the field, and he ends up at the 44-yard line before he's stopped on the play. We're set up for a great second half, so let's get you out to it. Here's Brandon Guyton.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And avoids the contact by sliding. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time to make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 49.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. They got 29 yards there. And that'll give them a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They're moving the ball on this drive through the air, so getting a little handsy on defense.
When you can't get the pass rush that you really want, you have to tighten down the coverage in the secondary. On that play, it was too tight, and the penalty flag came out.
Brady now on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it, but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back now in Foxborough as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually up to about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start the drive with a give to White. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They stay on the ground with White. Room here to run. And now running right through it. That good for 22 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Here's White. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there. It's intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. And Charles, I think with his...
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Don't forget, work on installing your game plan prior to this week's matchup.
Crashing so the sparks can come together.